Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. And I know that's an old thing. I should probably get out of saying that at the beginning of every episode, but hey, I'm a creature of habit. Maybe not consistent, but a creature of habit nonetheless. This is episode 309, and today is September 13th, 2018. Yeah, there we go. Had to look at my calendar to be sure. It's about 7 in the morning. Figured I would jump on here for a little bit before I get into the work day today. Put out an episode last night on Podcast Help Desk you guys might be interested in. I interviewed Evo Terra. Actually, it was more of a conversation with Evo. And so he's a podcast pioneer, wrote or was one of the writers on Podcasting for Dummies, and has hosted many podcasts and does podcast services for businesses now. So doing real well, and it was really good catching up with Grandpa. He just became a grandpa here recently, so good interview. Go check that out, podcasthelpdesk.com. It was episode 110. And around here, fall hasn't really started yet, although the temperatures have moderated. It's no longer subtropical here in northern Michigan. We had about 7 inches of rain over a few days there a while back, and that was really a lot of rain, but we needed it, and now it's getting dry again. But man, the humidity is gone. It feels nice and crisp in the morning, and it's just the way I like it. The trees have not started to turn colors yet. I mean, not even the odd one out. I know, in previous years, I would travel all over the state. Now I don't do that so much, but from people that I know that do still travel around the state all the time, nowhere is the leaves changing, or at least not down here in the lower peninsula. Don't know about the UP, but it's definitely a slower fall as far as the trees are concerned, which I guess is good. No big deal here. But yeah, it's all still green. Looks very summery out there. Like I said, it has that crisp bite in the air, which is nice for fall. So definitely like that. Let's see. Yeah, later today I'll be recording another podcast episode with Todd Cochran. I'm going to do your podcast, Blueberry's official podcast. And we decided we were going to change the name of that podcast again. Just not change it completely, but just reorganize it a bit. Because you know how it is. You always got to tweak. And yeah, I shouldn't be talking about podcasting here. That's what Podcast Help Desk is for. But hey, that's me. This is my world. You just live in it, according to Mark. So let's see. Other than the weather, really not a lot going on here, and that's great. Well, there is a lot going on, but there's really not a lot going on right this second. I did order some furniture for the new office that's going in downstairs, which hopefully will be done in another couple of weeks. I've got a little bit of work to do down there. I got to do some wiring. Got to do some paneling. And once all that's done, I'll put the carpet down, move the furniture in, and I'm installing a door. So I'll actually have a door on my office. Cue Les Nessman from WKRP. I won't have to put the yellow tape on the floor anymore. I'll actually have a door, mainly to keep the dogs in and or out, as the case may be, and to maybe keep some of the heat in this winter. Because that basement gets a little bit on the cold side, which I don't mind. I mean, I can always add more clothes, but it would be nice if it would retain just a little bit more of the heat that I pump in there. And that would be great. And the desk I ordered is quite a monstrosity. I thought, man, the base of it just came in a box here recently, and I mean, it's heavy. Heavy. I don't know. It was not even 100 pounds, but something close to 100 pounds. Delivered by FedEx, and I mean, it was heavy. and the test top hasn't arrived yet. It actually made it all the way to within 50 miles of here, and then somebody screwed up and broke it. So they sent it back. FedEx did. I didn't even see it. It went back, and then I guess the replacement will come as soon as they deliver it. And no big deal. Like I said, I got a couple weeks. But I got one of those standing desks. I guess that's what I was. That was the point of what I was talking about. It's a 72-inch by 30-inch standing desk. It can go anywhere from, I think, 20 or 24 inches all the way up to 55 inches in height. Has a electric motor with memories, so I could have one for sitting, one for standing, and I don't know what you'd use the other 2 memories for, but there's 4 memories on the thing, I guess. I haven't opened the box yet, so maybe it's only a couple, but so instead of having to just run it up until it feels good, you can just hit one button and up it goes and down it goes, and that'll work really good. Waiting for Apple to put out a new Mac Mini. Right now I'm operating on a 7-year-old. Oh, there goes my alarm. Yeah, I should be waking up right now, but I've been awake for about an hour. But anyway, waiting for Apple to come out with a new Mac Mini. I hope they do. And if they do, I think that's going to be the next computer. Because like I said, I'm running on a 7-year-old iMac, a 27-inch. And it's running fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Put an SSD in it, and it runs just as well as my fairly new MacBook Pro. So not a big deal, but I'd like to get another Mac Mini in the house and use that instead of the iMac. I could retire the iMac to the ham desk. That's the other thing in the same office area. I've got another desk that's going to be strictly for ham radio and personal stuff, not podcasting, because my main desk is going to be the podcast desk. And I'll be able to put my boom back on there, and I could use the RE20 or the PR40 or whatever I decide. I think I'm going to stick with the RE20, but I don't know. I do the PR40. Might put up a second boom. I don't know. But why would I need 2 microphones in my office with just me in there? Kind of silly. I like this headset, and I think it sounds okay, but I am talking about podcasting again. Anyway, office should be done soon, a couple of weeks, and then we can start working on the kitchen. Got the cabinets all ordered, and my cousin's going to fly up from Florida. I'm not sure exactly when, but we should be able to install the cabinets in a couple of days. So probably the day before he flies, or a day or 2 before he flies, I'll rip the cabinets out of the kitchen and get ready to install the new cabinets, and then go pick up countertops and put those in, and blah de blah. But that'll be nice. Get everything done, and I'm looking forward to winter when we don't have any major projects. Oh yeah, I forgot that I buried the lead here. I did get the sump pump finally installed and operational in the basement. So I've had a temporary sump for, 6-8 months because of the, flooding that we're having every so often. And with that 7 inches of rain, we certainly had some flooding, and I got to test out the new sump pump toward the end of that. Actually, I was installing it during that. So anyway, so that's working, and I got to do some final plumbing on that, but it's temporarily piped into the slop sink. I've got to put the outflow in and do all that, but that's easy stuff compared to getting the sump going in the first place. But it's going to be nice not having to worry about floods in the basement, and wasn't all that expensive. And if the thing goes bad, I can go over to Maynard's, or otherwise known as Menards, and pick up another one for fairly cheap. So this one has a warranty, but warranty doesn't help you when the basement's flooding. But I do have a trash pump for a backup, and I can just drop that down in the sump. So I will be monitoring it, since that's where my office is. Now, couple years from now when the lake levels go back down to normal, they're right now at historic highs in the Great Lakes, I probably won't have that problem. And, like I said, I'm 500 yards from the lake here, so the lake levels matter, apparently. But, looking forward to getting all that done and then being able to settle into a winter routine. I do have to get a new vehicle. I've come to that conclusion. Either that or I have to spend some money on the vehicles that I have, which probably isn't going to be a bad investment if I do, but, I just want to have something reliable for the winter. I don't drive all that much, and when I have to drive long distances, I always rent cars, so it's not imperative that I own a super reliable car, because I don't go anywhere, really, of any consequence. I may be going to a football game this weekend. I'm hoping to sell some tickets, so anybody want to go see SMU play Michigan in Ann Arbor, let me know. Otherwise, I may be going down there to watch the game, because if we don't sell the tickets, I'm not going to let them go to waste. And it shouldn't be too hot down there. That's always the danger going to early games down there, is it just, you get in that stadium with 110,000 of your best friends, it gets a little hot. Went to the Air Force game last year with my family. At that time, we had 6 season tickets. We've cut down to 2 now, so we have 2 deck chairs. Section 42, if you're looking. But they're at the big house, and we have good luck selling most of the tickets, and we always go to at least 1 game a year, maybe 2. Depends on what's going on. This year, I really plan on going to 1 towards the end of the season. But, like I said, if we don't sell the tickets, I'll buzz down there and do rent a car. Well, actually, what I'll probably do is I'll take my dad or my mom, and we'll take their car. That works. Kathy's busy this weekend, so she can't go. So, so I may be at that game. I don't know. So with that, I think I'm going to button this up and get ready to go to work. Actually, get ready to publish this and start working, since I am in my workspace as we speak. So everybody have a great couple of weeks, probably, before I do another one of these. I do want to do more of these, of course, and I always say that, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And please let me know on the last episode, MDW308, what image you saw in your podcast app of choice. So if you let me know that would be great. I have had a few responses, but would like to know. So go back and look at episode 308 and see what image you see in your podcast app, and that'll help me determine what images show where. It'll help me in the day job. So catch me later.